I bought another machine for $400 yesterday. So this is pretty much it. I did run when I picked it up, but all of this was covered in dirt. The deck was pretty much brown. And then the throttle cable is broken. I gotta order a new one of those. It's broken right there. It's got the liquid cooled 17 horsepower Kawasaki in it. And the hood's a little damaged, which is typical for one of these older ones. You know, all up here is epoxied, and here and here is all broken. But overall, this thing is pretty mint for a 1996 model. It's got the 44-inch deck on it. Blades look good. I did grease up all 3 pulleys and stuff, and then cleaned up the tires, front and rear. These are the original tires, but they have tubes in all 4 of them. So, and then I did clean the tank a little bit. There was a bunch of water in there. So I flushed out the tank a little bit. Yeah, I think there's a few little droplets of fuel in there, but overall, I don't think it's too bad. So I got March 12th, 96. So it is a 96. And the serial number too confirms that is a 96. So I bought this tractor for $400. It came with a hour meter and then just the deck and the tractor, so I think I paid pretty good for the tractor. And then I did put a new fuel filter in it and cleaned the carburetor down there, which working on the carburetor for one of these is really, really tight. Getting the linkages in there. It's really, really tight in there. So it took a good 5-10 minutes trying to get the throttle linkage on, and then getting the choke cable on was another 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, you just gotta put some gas in it, get a new throttle cable ordered, and then charge up my battery, and it should be good. And then I should replace my gauge wheels because they're really wobbly. That one and that one are fine, so I'll just grease them up. I greased the front axle already, so this thing is pretty much ready to go. The guy did say that there's something wrong with the PTO clutch, so I hit that on when I tested it in his yard, and it kicked on. And then the tractor started stalling out because the the throttle cable was broken. So it was just playing off the governor in there. So this tractor is going to be my spring project. Much better than this piece of crap. I just got a throttle cable, or throttle for, or carburetor, my bad. Because I tried Amazon declined twice. So, you know, eBay is their next bet, and it came 5-6 days later. So I'm getting that one ready to sell. I'm moving on to this one right now. And the old 316, I redid the foot mats on both sides, so I just cleaned up the frame a little bit, did all the engine work. Torqued down both tires, made sure all the air pressure was good, cleaned out the deck, and then, yeah. Put my good battery in it, so it's very close to 50 hours. Yeah, it's gonna work good for this summer along with this one right here. I still gotta service the whole engine and stuff because I haven't even got it perfectly running yet. I did sand this down right here, so it's all nice and smooth-ish. And then I'm putzing around with this, trying to get it going, but I got a prime fuel to it. The Massey Ferguson. I'm gonna take that carburetor off. That's not the right one. And then I gotta find a exhaust for it. I gotta get a fuel tank hold down, and then the hood's down there. I was gonna bolt the engine up, but then I forgot. And then I gotta get a seat for it, and then tires. I have the rims over here, so they're all ready to go. When I get new tires, I'm gonna bring them to the local tire shop and have them put it on, because those tiny rims are really hard to get tires on. And then after that's done, I could wheel it around, turn it this way, and I could wheel it around the shop and stuff. And then when I get this running and that running, hopefully the 9 different storms we're gonna get this week stop, and I could try it out. You know, all it ever does in Wisconsin is rain during the spring, which is crazy. Oh yeah, and then I should get a new top. There's the epoxy and all in here. Yeah, right down there you can see it. The old owner did that. I did put a new bumper on it because the old one over here got a crack down the middle. And then there's a crack here and a crack here. Then this tab right here broke off along with this side. And then, yeah, I think it was fine in the first place. It was just that tab and this tab was broken. This is my parts tank, so I replaced. Where'd it go? Yeah, I replaced the fitting that was on it because the gas has the gas eaten it over the years. So yeah, I cleaned out the transmission, filled it up. I think it's somewhere between just a 16th below the full mark on it. So when I get this thing driving around, it should go back down to the middle safe zone area. And then that's pretty much it. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.